Whoa, check it out! They're half price! Tonight I dine on Bento!
It starts off with Sato waking up in the middle of a supermarket looking like a Shibuya survivor. With a rumbling gut, he walked toward the food aisle while wondering, how the hell did he get his ass beat in a supermarket of all places? Feeling a piercing gaze on his back, he turned around, where he was greeted by a silver-haired girl whispering something to him beyond the glass before walking off. Though he was curious, he was too hungry to chase her. Dragging his tired body, he finally made it to the food aisle, but unfortunately the only thing they had was fish cakes. With food secured, he finally had time to think about bullshit. Standing in the middle of the walkway like it's nobody's business, he started to tweak out, fantasizing about the possibility of the silver-haired girl confessing to him. His gooner brain went into overdrive, causing him to faint in front of a lot of concerned citizens. The scene then zooms out, showing a schoolgirl looking worried at what was taking place. It's a brand new day. Sato had to walk from the hospital to school all patched up. He was walking past a light post while en route when he heard someone talking to him. It was the girl from last night. She was still worried about Sato, so she waited at the ER. Sato informed her that he was fine. The nurses wanted him to be hospitalized, but his cheap-ass father said if the boy can walk, then toss him out on his ass. Trying to recall what happened last night, Sato told her that he was hungry, so he went to the supermarket to buy a half-price bento, but he can't remember anything after that. Hearing that Sato blocked out, she stopped in her tracks. With tears in her eyes, she asked Sato if he really don't remember meeting her last night. But strangely, after Sato confirmed that he really don't remember meeting her, she burst out with excitement.
Don't remember meeting me? That means you must have lost your memory! You're a lonely man who's abandoned his tortured past!
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Seeing that she was at the supermarket last night, Sato asked her what really happened to him, but she refused to reveal. After walking a little further, they finally made it to school. While at the entrance, Sato saw a girl that looked awfully familiar, but he couldn't recall where he knew her from. Making eye contact with her for a split second, Sato finally remembered her. Delusional as ever, he took the chance to cap about her.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Ignorant to the live kidnapping taking place behind him, Sato began to cap his ass off about the silver-haired girl confessing to him, only to find that there wasn't anyone there to call out his bullshit. In the midst of his confusion, the figure of his imagination was right beside him. She demanded that he help her with the garbage, to which he complied. Walking together, Sato noticed the red tie she was wearing, indicating that she was an upperclassman. Making small conversation, he asked her about the bag full of empty bento containers, in which she informed him that it was only because her club forgot to take out the trash before break, and unfortunately she's the only one who takes the trash out in her club. Getting the small talk out the way, Sato finally asked her if she was the girl from the supermarket last night, but she ignored his question, warning him not to come to the supermarket again. The school dorm only serves breakfast, so students are responsible for their own lunch and dinner. As a result, Sato was back at the supermarket with a high chance he might get his ass handed to him again. Not only does he not know how to cook, he's also broke, so with no other option, he has to go to the half-price bento section. While checking his wallet, he met the weird girl from earlier who, by coincidence or not, was also heading to the half-price bento section as well. While walking an aisle, they happened to encounter the silver-haired girl again. Walking past Sato, she warned him again that he should leave the supermarket. As Sato was about to respond, he took notice of a worker placing half-price signs on the bento containers. Without hesitation, he ran to the food stall, but within a flash, he got smoked. He got his ass whooped so bad that his memories came right back to him. He went to the supermarket the night before to get something to eat. That's when he met the weird girl in glasses named Oshiroi. Just like a moment ago, he saw a worker putting the half-price sign on the bento and went straight for it, just for some randoms to put hands and feet on him, and the silver-haired girl delivered the finishing blow. Rudely awakened by a bucket of water, Sato sat up in confusion as he looked up on the man standing before him. It was the employee that worked in the food aisle. He told him that they were in the break room, then asked Sato to carry Oshiroi home when she wakes up. Sato asked him what exactly happened, in which he informed him that most people come to just shop, but you have some that come to test their skills and fight for half-price bento. So if he can't take the heat, he should buy one at full price like a good boy, or else they'll beat the shit out of him. Sato played it off, saying that it's just a stupid off-price bento, which triggered the employee. Faking a punch, he told Sato that he's lucky that he is just an employee, warning him to never let one of the wolves hear him say that, or else they'll kill him. He further warned him that the supermarket is the hunting ground for the ice witch. Feeling bad that they missed dinner, the employee left protein bars on the shelf for them, then left. Within the blink of an eye, the next day came and Sato made the brave decision to go to the supermarket again. With Oshiroi tagging along, of course. Today he decided to do things a little bit different. Not blindly rushing in this time, he patiently waited for the employee to place the stickers on the bentos. It was tense. Everyone was on guard waiting, fiending, some for violence, the rest for off-price bento. After taking his sweet-ass time, purposely dragging out the tension, the employee finally finished placing the stickers. Nobody made a move as he walked to the door, giving the battlefield a final look. He finally closed the door, and that's when all hell broke loose. As if they haven't eaten in 20 days, everybody rushed to the shelf, sliming out anybody that comes in their way. Not even Oshiroi was spared. Watching the madness unfold, Sato started to catch cold feet for a minute, but with his gut grumbling, he had no other choice but to join the fray.
Don't you worry, I'll wait for you at your funeral!
Yeah! They squabbling out in there! Yeah!
He was getting a few punches in when somebody slammed into him, setting up a prime LeBron D-Wade type play. Just when he thought it was over for him, the ice switch came in clutch, saving him from a permanent visit to the hospital. Jumping from left to right, she was straight putting belt to ass, claiming a new victim with every step. Damn! Yup, niggas out here losing their whole dignity for half-price food. Seeing that everyone was busy fighting the ice switch, Sato took his chance to grab a bento, but ending up getting one of the nastiest group combo known to man. With what little strength he had left, Sato tried grabbing the last bento, but the ice witch took it, telling him that only the strong gets to dine on bento. Walking off, she told him if he wants to learn how to survive, he should meet her in clubroom 501 7:30 sharp. Early the next morning, Sato went to the clubroom like he was instructed the night. What type of kinky ass shit they got going on here? Is this really how one should start their morning? But anyways, it turns out Oshiroi was having back problems, and the Ice Queen was just helping her out, instructing them to sit. The Ice Witch called them dogs, then gave them a rundown on the rules and basics of how to survive in the supermarket, and finally ranking up from dogs to wolves.
Shut up. Right now, the two of you are nothing more than dogs.
The disrespect.
But if you shut your mouths and listen, then with some hard work, you might be able to graduate from dog to wolf.
But before she gave the sauce away, she made them sign a 360 deal. Signing away your life to the club is crazy. Buying half-price food is never that serious. But I know why they did it. Well, one of them at least. Yes, Sato, I'm talking to you. We know what kind of man you are.
You're bigger fools than I thought. Risking your lives, and for what? Half-price bento?
I said the same thing.
Congratulations, dogs. I accept your applications. You're now part of the Half-Price Food Lovers Club. These are all the supermarkets in the area. The times listed are when they usually mark down their bento boxes. Since you two are just starting out, I'd stick with either Hokimart or the Super Tokiwa. Of course you know the Hokimart. That's where you got your asses kicked last night. Both of these places are beyond your ability, but you should go anyway for the experience. Those supermarkets are on my turf.
Later that night, Sato and Oshiroi went to the supermarket, abiding by the rules they learned from the Ice Witch.
Bento brawling has a set of rules that must be followed. Number 1, you can't make a move until the supermarket's god of discounts leaves the floor.
As per usual, as soon as the god of discount left the dance floor, all madness broke loose. While everyone was squabbling, someone got a bento, which leads to rule number 2, don't take more food than what you could eat in one sitting.
Well, there are too many rules to name, but the most important one of all is this. Always have respect, and never lose your pride.
In the midst of that Martin Luther King class speech, Sato got chin-checked, becoming one of the many victims of the night. Though he got his ass beat, he wasn't mentally defeated. He and Oshiroi decided to go to another supermarket to try again.
The pup and glasses. What brings you guys here?
Why'd you call me the pup?
'Cause you're a dog, man.
What?
Damn Sato, that's the second time for the day you got called a dog. Screw the fighting, switch him down. Making small conversation, Omi put Sato on game about the god of discount for the supermarket, the old master. While they were chopping it up, Kurt Cobain interjected, informing them that it takes at least 5 minutes for the old master to put the half-price stickers on the bento. They continued yapping until they heard a big commotion. It was a boar, one of the many archetypes in the supermarket. Based off Omi's explanation, a boar is basically a customer with no respect for the Bento ritual, getting it the unrighteous way. Everyone tried to stop the boar from reaching the old master, but one by one they all got smoked. After putting Belt to ass, she pushed up on the old master, pressing him to put the half-price stickers on the bentos. The party was over. The boar took everything, then went her merry way, which left everybody with no choice but to remember their roots and line up for some ramen. Early the next morning, Sato was minding his own business when a weird chick pushed up on him, literally checking him about Oshiroi and warning him not to get too close to her.
Don't make me angry.
You're not already...
She even went as far as to kidnap Oshiroi, leaving Sato no other choice but to go to the supermarket by himself. While waiting on the god of discount, Sato heard loud stamping coming from outside, which had even Kurt Cobain shook. He told Sato that the storm is coming. The Storm is just a nickname for the rugby team that usually come to the supermarket after spring training, known to be big and aggressive. Seeing that they were outnumbered, Sato and the rest of the fake demons decided to leave. They even spotted the boar at the entrance, further solidifying their stance to get out of there. While they were walking out, they saw a guy Aura farming on a bike, leaving all the fake demons shook. Known as the Wizard, he apparently got a lot of street cred in the supermarket scene. Making sure they saw the fit, he walked past them nonchalantly, heading straight into Hell's Kitchen. Everyone walked off except Sato. He told them he was heading back in for a cup of noodles. While posted up in the ramen aisle, he ran into the Wizard, who saw him staring back and forth between the Storm and the ramen shelf. "You gave up, lil bro," the Wizard asked him, leaving Sato embarrassed, capping it off talking about sometimes he prefers ramen instead of bento. In the midst of Sato's bold face lie, they noticed the Storm and the boar bullying the whole scene, leaving him in more discomfort.
Do you want to be a wolf or don't you, kid?
Once you get the taste of blood on your lips, you'll never be a measly dog again, and you won't be able to stomach a pig's humiliation.
With his belly grumbling, he remembered the most important rule of Bento Brawl. Always have respect and never lose your pride. Heart blazing, he charged at the boar, telling her she's not getting through until the old man is finished. From now on, she has to play by the rules. He managed to stall her for a bit, but the boar kicked into second gear, leaving him in the dust. Just as Sato thought all hope was lost, the Wizard popped out the cut, juking the boar and breaking her ankles, taking her out the game. Damn! Alright bro, we peeped the fit.
There's one problem. The Storm's still here. Think we can take him?
Yeah.
And just like that, a legendary duo was formed. The Fade was on site. Without hesitation, the Wizard started to give them unemployed bums that work, defying Newton for a second before executing his law.
Oh, hell no, man.
Sato was in that field too, spanking them boys so bad they had to jump him, but soon as they were about to take Sato out the game, the whole gang pulled back up in a clutch, and just like that, the place got more chaotic. Everyone was getting active.
Having fun? I'm having a blast.
Just don't forget what we're fighting for, okay?
You mean the pride of the wolves? I won't.
Though they had a common enemy, at the end of the day, Bento brawling isn't really a team sport.